Among the many other vile things that Donald Trump has been called, including tyrant, liar, scam artist, he is also an aspiring dictator. The erosion of democracy is well underway.
This democracy is broke, this democracy is hurting, but this democracy is worth saving.
Oh, really? The noble defenders of democracy strike again. All right, this lazy and vapid line of attack flopped in the 2024 election, but heck, they're just sticking with it.
We're just moving further and further away from being anything close to democracy. If you're going to save this country or this republic or whatever you want to call it, you're going to have to do something in 2028 because it's slipping away from us by about a minute.
I didn't even know Al Hunt was still around. Like, look, as we've been telling you, they're happy to subvert or dilute democracy if it means holding on to power.
The Democrats win the presidency, the Senate, and the House in 2028. They are just going to have to unilaterally add Puerto Rico and the District of Columbia states. The Constitution gives Congress power over federal elections. I don't think they can redistrict, but there are things they go do. They're going to have to do it. And they may have to expand the court to 13 members.
Here with analysis on this, Newt Gingrich, Fox News political analyst, former Speaker of the House. Newt, so now Carville's like, we can't win apparently without D.C. and Puerto Rico and court packing, but he thinks they'll win the House, Senate, and the presidency. Your reaction to all this? Good to see you back.
Well, you know, James Carville made his reputation helping elect Bill Clinton in 1992 with a sign in the campaign office that said, "It's the economy, stupid." Well, guess what? If President Trump continues between the one big beautiful bill, cutting taxes, cutting regulations, the number of countries committed to investing in America, the number of sales deals around the world, if we end up with a great economy next summer, these people can go around and say anything they want to, but the American people are going to say, you know, I'd much prefer a Trump boom to the Democrats' gloom. And that's what we're getting. You listen to the Democrats, they're either rabid socialists like Mondami in New York or the new candidate for mayor in Minneapolis, or they're people who are totally negative. They have no positive ideas, no solutions. And the fact is, Trump survived. Trump won the election, actually got far more votes than Kamala Harris. The Republicans won the Senate. The Republicans won the House. That is what a democracy produces. And of course, like the Republicans in the early 1930s under Franklin Roosevelt, the Democrats are going off the deep end, getting more and more bitter and more isolated.
At the same time, President Trump is urging a change to how the census is done, making the argument that the lawful person should not include illegal aliens. Newt, a lot of Americans are shocked to even hear that illegal aliens are counted in the census since they cannot vote. Your reaction to Trump's new demand there?
Well, look, I think it's very reasonable to suggest that you have to be in the United States legally in order to be counted. And I think that's a good fight, and I think the American people will be with us. Remember, as you just, in that amazing segment, I have to say, Laura, you were as good as you've ever been, and as sensitive and as concerned in that segment on Cincinnati. The Democrats have become the party of illegal immigrants, criminals, corruption. It's astonishing to watch them. So they're going to go out now and make the argument, no, we have to count every person who's here, even if they're here illegally, even if they're a criminal from Venezuela or from El Salvador. They have to be counted. Well, strikes me that's one more example of the Democrats rushing to a very tiny minority position that just plain makes them sound weird.
Newt, as always, so great to see you. And yeah, subverting democracy to save it. That's what they're all about. Newt, thanks so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.